Thank you, Elijah. How's everybody doing tonight? Awesome. I just celebrated a birthday. Thank you. I turned 60 on Friday. Thank you. I like you already. So. I've lived 60 years, and I just recently discovered something. Blind women find me attractive. Who knew? Personally, I don't know what it is that they see in me. Ooh. But I recently developed this full-body skin rash. And now I am one big burning hunk of braille. Oh, don't stop. Please, continue reading. You're almost to the good part. But I eventually had to get rid of the rash after I was done with blind women. So I went to the dermatologist, and the dermatologist put me on steroids. And steroids? Isn't that what you take when you want to finish your major league career? I've never been on steroids. What are the side effects? Well, it might upset your stomach, might make it hard to sleep, you might get moody, and you're probably going to have an increased appetite. Great. But I had to get rid of the rash, so I took the steroids. And then she wanted to do a follow-up. So I go back in, she says, well, looks like your rash is gone. Did you experience any of those side effects that we talked about? Nope. Didn't experience any of those side effects. I grew a second dick. Was that supposed to happen? And it's problematic because it confuses blind women. They think someone else is there. And it brings up a question. If I make it with two women at the same time now, does that still count as a menage a trois? I don't know. Anyway, it's all part of getting older. 60 is a milestone birthday, just like 16. Hey, I finally get to drive. Or 21. Hey, I finally get to drink legally. Or 50. Hey, I finally get to have a colonoscopy. Said no one, ever. But you know, now they have a non-invasive alternative to that. They have trained dogs to be able to detect the presence of colon cancer by sniffing a stool sample. You literally put your shit in a box, you leave it on your porch, and here's the symbolism I like. Brown will come pick it up. That's right, you put your shit in a box, and UPS will come pick it up and take it to the lab. Can you imagine the look on the face of the porch pirate who decides to target your house that day? What'd you get? Shit! What kind of shit? Good shit? Just shit! It gives you an idea. If you want to have some fun with the porch pirates in your area, save one of those little Amazon boxes, put your shit in the box, put it out on your porch, and wait for it to disappear. You come home from work one day, the box is gone, you can laugh your ass off. Unless the results come back positive. And that's not funny after that, really. And porch pirates, you're just out there trying to make a living, I get it. If you want to have some fun with that asshole who thinks it's funny to leave shit in a box for you to pick up, make up a fake lab report. Leave it in his mailbox a couple of days later. You laugh your ass off. Unless you get arrested. And that's not funny after that, really. But anyway, speaking of having fun at other people's expense, here's something else you can do. This requires you to pay in cash for the two of you that do that. You need to take at least $20 with you into a store. Take a 20 into a store. Buy $10 or less than $10 worth of items. You want to get at least a 10 back in change. You get your items, you take them up to the cashier, she checks you out, you give her the 20. What does she do? She pulls out a magic marker, invisible pen, and draws a line through the 20, holds it up to the light, and puts it in the cash drawer. She gives you your change back. What I like to do is I like to take that 10, and I pull out my own magic marker, invisible pen, I draw a line through the 10, I hold it up to the light, and I give it back to her. This is counterfeit. And so she doesn't know what to do. You got a bunch of people looking at 10s in their wallet. She calls the manager over. I like to have fun with the manager. The manager comes over and said, of course, everybody knows you check the 20s. They're all counterfeiting 10s now. She's like, oh my God, I didn't know that. And so she starts checking it, and she's like looking at the bill. She says, sir, I don't see anything wrong with this bill. I like to continue the fun. I said, of course you don't. You're using a 20 pen. You got to use a 10 pen. You want to borrow mine? So she borrows it. She's still looking at the bill. She goes, sir, I don't see anything wrong with this bill. So I walk over next to her, and I'm looking up at it with her, and I'm saying, you don't see that? My God, woman, are you? Hi, my name is Brett. It's nice to meet you. Thank you. My name is Brett Hustleball.